All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's guided meditation and yoga practice. If you'd like to view it again or share it with a colleague, we will be sending out a link to the recording as well as uploading it to our EDWS YouTube channel. If you have any issues viewing or hearing the presentation, please make a comment in the chat box. We'll be monitoring that, and I'll be here to help with any problems that may arise. Today's guided meditation and yoga practice will be led by our instructor, Janet Weiss. And the schedule for today will be guided meditation from approximately 12 to 12:20. Then we'll take a short 10-minute break and come back for yoga from 12:30 to 1:30. Without further ado, I will turn things over to our instructor today, Janet Weiss.
Welcome, welcome. So glad you made it to meditation today. Please find a comfortable posture, either sitting in a chair or you can lie down supine, either on a bed or the floor, or just depending on what environment you find yourself. Take a few moments to make any micro adjustments so that you can maximize your comfort and get the benefits, absorb the benefits of meditation practice. So once you find your comfortable posture, let your eyelids rest sweetly and lightly over your eyes. And take these beginning moments to transition. So you're transitioning from your outer world to your inner world. From your outer vision to your inner vision. And establish connection with your breathing that will help you with the transition to your inner body and your inner world. Let your attention alight on your breathing. And follow your breathing moment by moment by moment. All of your inhale, all of your exhale. So your breathing is most likely going to feel much deeper than usual, much fuller than usual. And as you breathe, feel the air moving through your nostrils. It's a little bit cooler on your inhale and a little bit warmer on your exhale. And you can feel that it's a physical sensation. And your inhale is bringing nurturance and healing. And your exhale is a letting go experience. And you can connect with that letting go sensation as you exhale. So as you breathe, letting the passageways, the canals in your skull begin to broaden and widen. All the vessels broadening and widening. and letting all the micro bones and micro muscles of your face and neck rest and relax. That letting go experience, that letting go sensation, especially on your exhale. And as you breathe, allowing your brain and your eyes to float. And allowing your eyes and your tongue to soften. Letting the fissures of your skull broaden and the base of your skull, called your occipital ridge, let the base of your skull broaden. And that midpoint at the base of your skull, your brain stem, noticing that, and noticing it as a doorway or a bridge that connects your brain to your spine. And going through that doorway, over that bridge, from your brain, from your head, down through your neck. So you're going to breathe your way, walk your way down your spine, starting with the back of the neck, called your cervical spine, and breathing betwixt and between all the 7 vertebrae there, bathing the discs and the nerves with your breathing. And then walking your breathing down through the middle of your back. Twelve vertebrae here. Breathing betwixt and between all 12 of these vertebrae. Walking yourself down. Bathing your discs with your breathing. Bathing your nerves with your downward, down through your lumbar spine, breathing downward to your low back, sacral, and all the way down to your tailbone and sits bones. And then grounding down, rooting down through your tailbone and your sits bones. Letting those roots grow deep and wide as roots do. And so you're breathing throughout your spine. And from your spine, breathing throughout all the cells and molecules of your body, all the atomic particles of your body. So that your breathing is like atomic energy flow. flowing down through your legs, ankles, feet, and toes. Flowing through your spine, flowing down your shoulders, arms, elbows, wrists, hands, fingers, and thumbs. And breathing yourself, focusing your attention behind your heart. And as you hold this space behind your heart, it could be your anatomical heart, or it could be the heart center, which is behind your sternum. As you hold the space behind your heart, begin to notice that you are holding someone. And hold this someone. This is your own being and your own inner body and inner world. Hold this someone with great tenderness and deep respect. And as you breathe, invite this someone to dance in the sky. Just for these moments. Freedom, liberation, spaciousness, lightness, purity, dancing in the sky. And further still, dancing in the cosmos. So as you're dancing in the cosmos, mingling with cosmic light. And enjoying the vastness and spaciousness and limitlessness of this experience. Continuing to be established in your own breathing. Continuing to be rooted down, grounding as you dance in the cosmos and in the sky. And drifting down, 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 drifting down through the crown of your head. Bringing back with you this cosmic light, the light and spaciousness of the sky. Connecting with the base root of your tongue and feeling the base root of your tongue connected to your spine. And then flowing down through the base root of your tongue, through your spine, returning yourself to the back of your heart. Returning to self-holding, where you are holding someone, holding your inner world and your inner being with tenderness and compassion. And also noticing that you are at the same time being held. You're being held by the earth, held and supported by the earth. You're being held and supported by your own skin boundaries. You're being held and supported by the vastness and the love of the universe. And you're being held by all five elements, not only the earth, but fire, water, space, space surrounding you, and you're being held by the air. The air that you're breathing right here, right now. And allow this air, give this air permission to flow through you. Freely, unobstructed, uninhibited. So that as you breathe spacious, on your exhale, in particular, you're releasing and letting go of any entangled distress or any entangled unrest, especially when you exhale. You can connect with the sensation of letting go, untangling, so that you're able to rest and relax fully, thoroughly, and completely. Resting and self-holding. And as much as possible, inviting and allowing your thoughts, your thinking mind to float, dissolve, evaporate, just for these moments. Thoughts will be there. But for these moments, resting in a deeper space. self-holding this someone, your inner being. And we'll close the sound of the bell. Let the sound of the bell flow through you sweetly, pure, clear. Namaste.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for that meditation practice. We will now be taking a short break and we'll resume with the yoga portion of today's practice at 12:30. Thank you.
Greetings, welcome to the postural portion of yoga, or welcome back if you were able to join for meditation. So we'll be doing chair yoga. So if you are in a folding chair, that's great. If you're in a chair with wheels, please be mindful because it can move on you. And if you're in a chair with arms, on some of the poses, the arms will be helpful. Some of the poses you'll have to navigate around the arms. So I thought we would start today with a mudra, so hum, since last Friday was Earth Day. So it's very simple. You bring your thumbs together and lock them and place them right over your heart center. And so you open your arms, bringing your arms to lateral, so hum. And I'm going to tell you what that means in just a moment. And then you retrace and bring your arms, returning to your heart and latching your thumbs. So hum. So hum. Which means I am that. That I am. So hum. So hum. And we can all, since it means the same both ways, we can also go hum, so, hum, so. Try to do the mantra, the sound, as well as the mudra in the arms and hands. Hum, so. Hum, so. Hum, so. One more. So. So. Hum. So. Here we'll make two fists and cross the wrists, press the strength of the wrists toward each other. And this is courageous heart. Vajra Dahar. And the heart chant I like to do this with is the oneness of the heart I am. The heart is my true nature. My true nature is the heart. I am the unending bliss, joy, delight. The oneness of the heart I am. And then rest your arms and your torso over your legs. Drop the weight so you have a nice traction on the back of your neck. And this is child's. Let your back breathe. So on your inhale, you feel your back lift toward the sky. And on your exhale, you feel your back drop toward the earth. Release your shoulders. They generally hold a reservoir of tension. Release your shoulders, release your neck. And then cross your forearms, catch your elbows, rest just above your knees, and stay folded for Shayogi. And then curl through your spine, bringing your spine to high vertical. And then drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Keep your chin towards you. So you're releasing stress and tension out of your right ear, like sand draining out of your right ear. And then go ahead and release your entire body, your torso, over to the right. Ragdoll, heavy through the right arm. Feel the weight of it. And then come back to center. And then drop your left ear to your left shoulder, draining tension and stress out of your left ear, chin towards you. Sand pouring out of your left ear now. And then release your left arm and your torso over to the left, ragdoll left. Feel the weight of it, the gravity of it. And then return to center. Then bring your hands to your shoulders and roll your elbows. So you're getting your range of motion at your shoulder sockets. So the range is more important than the speed. Go for your full range. Gently. And then bring your elbows out lateral and a little pulse to the right. Not a bounce, but a gentle little pulse. Getting your spine moving flexibly. And then a gentle pulse to the left. And then come back to center and extend both your arms over your head so the palms of your hands face each other, or seated upward hands. And then bring your ring finger and your thumb fingers touching, and the other three fingers extending, and your middle and your index finger touching like this. And this is Sun Mudra. So you're going to cup your arms toward the sun and gently arc back. So if you have the support of the chair, that's wonderful. And receiving and absorbing the light and energy and fire of the sun. Absorbing that atmosphere. And then bringing your hands, palms together over your head. First three fingers lace, index point skyward, thumbs point back, or seated temple pose. And then also arc back. So you get a extension on the front of your spine. And then come back to center. And then side lift over to the right. So you feel an extension on your left side body and the left side of your spine. And then over to the left. So you feel an extension on your right side body and the right side of your spine. And then come back to center. Fingertips, thumbs touch, palms do not. Bring your thumbs to your third eye where your brow converges. This is your illuminated mind. And this mudra is meditating with empty hands. And it reminds us that everything is flowing through, passing through, like flowing down a river. And then palms touch and bring your mudra to your heart center. And then spiral to the right. And spiral to the left. And then come back to center and relax your hands. Bring your right hand to the right side of your chair, or if you have an arm, to the right arm of your chair. And we'll do seated side lift. So your left arm is strong by your left ear. Keep your left hip rounded. Breathe through that left side body channel. From your left hip to your left hand. And then to full moon mudra, Chandra mudra. So focusing at the crease of your left elbow, if that hurts your neck in any way, just look straight ahead. It's perfectly fine. And then reach the left hand toward the sky. And then left hand to the left side of the chair or the left arm of the chair and side lift across to the left. So your right arm is strong by your right ear. Lots of breathing, breathing through your right side body channel from your right hip to your right hand. And then to full moon mudra, Chandra mudra, focusing at the crease of your right elbow or looking directly ahead if that's best for your neck. And then reach your right arm toward the sky. And coming back to center. So you take a deep breath in. Then on your exhale, you're going to relax your torso over your legs. You might need to bring your feet a little closer to the legs of the chair. If possible, scoot yourself forward and touch the ground with your fingers and thumbs. And then lift your hips up out of the chair. This is Uttanasana. Keep your knees bent if you need to. And then sit your hips back down to the chair. Okay, we're going to do that 2 more times. Lift your hips. A nice extension on the back of your legs, your entire back body. Drop your head. Traction on the back of your neck. Be sure you're breathing. It's okay to bend your knees. And then sit your hips down to the chair again. And one last time. Hips lift. Uttanasana. Standing forward fold. Drop the weight of your head. If you can't touch the floor, that's okay. You can touch somewhere along your thigh bones or your shin bones. And then sit your hips back down. And then bring your hands right above your knees and curl through your spine. Serpent spine. And then we're going to keep that moving a few times. Flatten down through your spine. Flatten your back. So you're bringing your torso over your thigh bones. And then curl through your spine. And let's just do that one more time. Flatten down through your back and spine. And curl through your spine. So sitting at the front edge of your chair, you're going to bring your arms behind you and latch onto your elbows. You can see that. And then we're going to lift and arc high and back for Stargazing Pose. Your shoulders are broad, your collarbones are broad. So you're broad across your entire chest, and you're lifting the back of your heart and absorbing, receiving starlight, stellar light. Let it shine down through you, all so you're enlightening. And then from here, we'll go to monkey pose. So your right arm reaches down and your left hand is on your left side, lifting towards your arm socket. And then you're going to go the other way. Your left arm reaches down and your right hand is on your right side, lifting towards your right arm socket. And so get that moving a little bit for monkey pose. You can inhale one way, exhale the other way. Inhale, exhale. Let's do two more. Inhale, exhale. And then come back to center. And you're going to reach your right hand and arm to the back of the chair. And then your left hand and arm to the outside of your right leg. And this is spinal twist. So a gentle little pull with your right hand on the back of the right side of the chair. Your spine stays alive, alert. Lifting one vertebra off the other, off the other, off the other. The inhale is lift. The exhale is twist or spiral. Inhale, lift. Exhale, spiral. Let's try that to the other way. So your left hand and arm reaches to the back of the left side of the chair. Your right hand and arm to the outside of the left leg. And just a gentle pull on the back of the chair to give your spine a nice pull, spiral, twist. Chin is level to the ground. Shoulders are level to the ground. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, spiral the spine. Be gentle. A little beyond comfort. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, twist the spine. And then return to center. So from here, you're going to latch on to your right leg. Try to leave the knee alone. Here, you're going to extend the leg and then relax. So the extension is heron pose on Kasana. And then relax. Legs are heavy, so it's nice to relax after the extension. extend, and release. And then catch the outside of the right leg with the right arm and hand. And then you're going to bring the right leg out to the right side. So you're opening the hip socket and then bring it back. And just try that one more time. Right leg out lateral. So you're opening the right hip socket and bring it back. And then release the right leg. And let's do those two poses with the left leg. So latching on underneath the left leg, leave your knee alone. And, wherever it works for you, okay? And extend the left leg on Kasana, Heron pose, and then release. Extend the left leg and release. Let's do it one more time. And extend the left leg and then catch the outside of the left leg with the left arm and bring the left leg out lateral. So you're opening the left hip socket now and then bring it back. And one more time. Left leg lateral, opening the left hip socket, hip opener left, and then bring it back. And then place it down. And then extend your right leg and rest your upper body over your right. Mudra. Let your back breathe. This is a forward fold. And then come back to vertical, and we'll do the same pose, Mahamudra on the other side. Extend your left leg. Make any kind of adjustments with your chair that you need to. And then rest your upper body over you. Let your back breathe. And then come back to center. Okay, from here, we're going to do standing mountain and sitting mountain. So see if you can stand without the assistance of your hands. For standing mountain, this is Samasetani. Drop your shoulders, drop the weight of your arms, like you're holding gallon jugs full of water in each hand. Drop the weight of your arms, and then sit yourself back down. For sitting mountain, and then try that one more time. Standing mountain. Drop your shoulders, drop your rib cage. See if you can find your diaphragm breathing. Very subtle, not easy to find. But here's an image that might help. On your inhale, your diaphragm muscle, it's your breathing muscle, opens like an umbrella downward into your belly. And then on your exhale, the umbrella, your diaphragm, opens upward towards your lungs and forces your exhale out. And then sit yourself down one more time. And this next time, we're going to stand and stay standing. Is it good? Okay. All right. So from here, we're going to do a gentle little swinging twist. This is Hashtinas, elephant pose. So give your low body a little tap. And then come back to center. And then you're going to broaden out your base so that your feet are broader than your hips. And then you're going to bring your arms out laterally, palms down. And this is standing wide angle. It's called Prasarita Padottanasana. So you're going to go through flat back and then continue down and touch the ground. If you need to, bend your knees a little bit. Drop your head and let your spine decompress. Loose and easy on the back of your neck. And then walk yourself over to your right leg. And then walk yourself over to your left. Come back to center. Right hand down, left arm to the sky. Variations of standing wide angle. Left hand down, right arm to the sky. And release. And then return to flat back, arms lateral, and high vertical. And then relax your arms down by your side. And then from here, you're going to turn your right foot out. Return your arms to lateral. You're going to take your rib cage slightly out to the right and then over to triangle pose. So your arms are airborne. Your right arm is down, your left arm is toward the sky. Or you can, if you want to, you can prop on your shin. And then come back to center. Relax your arms and bring your toes so they're both facing directly forward. And then we'll do triangle to the left. So turn your left toes out, arms lateral. Shift your rib cage over to the left and then over to triangle. Strong arms, left arm toward the ground, right arm toward the sky. You can prop on your shin if you like. And then come back to center and rest your arms down. And then touch your legs and feet together. And we'll go to temple pose. So your arms lift through lateral to high, just like we did seated. First three fingers lace, index skyward, thumbs back. Take a few moments here. connecting with your earth body temple. And then a gentle arc back. Come back to center vertical, over to the right. And over to the left. Come back to center and relax your arms by your sides. Then walk yourself over to the right side of your chair. And as needed, you can place your left hand on the chair. Be careful if it has wheels, mindful about moving chairs. And you're going to take your right leg and step it back. So you're in a bit of a lunge. And then you can do both arms, or you can do only your right arm, or warrior one. Virabhadrasana 1. And then relax your arms and bring your legs and feet parallel. And we'll go to a balancing. So again, use the stability of the chair if you have that. If your chair has wheels, be very careful. And lifting the right knee, wherever that works for you. And we all have limits. So honor your limits. Maybe go a little bit beyond comfort, but under the edge of pain. And then from here, we're going to take the right leg, just like we did sitting, and we're going to turn it out, and we're going to go to tree pose. So take the sole of your right foot and place it on the inseam of your left thigh, or the inseam of your left shin. Try and leave your knee alone. And reaching your right arm toward the sky. This is a brick. Drop your shoulders downward away from your ears. Be sure you're breathing, established in your breathing. And then releasing the arm, bringing the right knee, returning to knee lift. And then lowering the right leg. And then walk yourself to the other side of the chair, and we'll do those poses on the other side, starting with the knee lift. So the right sole of your foot is alive. And then bringing the left leg out to the left side, rotating the left socket. And then bringing the sole of the left foot either to the inseam of the right leg at the thigh bone or the shin, whatever works for you. Or you can touch your toes down if that helps stabilize you. And then it's lifting your left arm overhead. Or if you want to modify, bring your left hand to your heart. Testing your balance a little bit. If you are depending on the chair a little bit, that's okay. But see if you can test it a little bit. Test the balance a little bit. And then release the left arm. returning to knee lift. And left leg down. You're going to take the left leg and place it back behind you so you're in a lunge. So the left foot can be straight back, or you can angle it off so the left toes are pointing out more lateral. Whichever one suits you. It's done both ways. And then your left arm lifts. You can hang onto the chair with your right, or two and are able to, both arms. So you have a gentle lifting and arcing back. This is Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1 pose. And then retrace the arms, lower the arms, and then parallel the legs. And then come back to your sitting. And let's do breath of joy. Okay. So that's 3 inhales. Show you exactly how to do it. 3 inhales, and then on your exhale, you're going to release over your legs. Okay, here are the 3 inhales. We've done this. Inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. Try one more time. Inhale, last time. Inhale, inhale, exhale. And then curl your spine to vertical. And then coming to the edge of your chair a little bit, we're going to do Rasayana. So you're going to round your spine back like a C curve. So you're expanding the back of your spine. And then you're going to do just the opposite, where you're drawing your spine forward and arcing back. So you're expanding the front of your spine. Okay? So when you condense back, that's your exhale. And when you draw forward, that's your inhale. So condensing back, exhale. Drawing forward, inhale. Back, exhale. Forward, inhale. Let's do 2 more. Back, exhale. Forward, inhale. One more time. Back, exhale. Forward. Okay, and then come back to neutral spine. And you're going to bring yourself to the very edge of your seat, the front of your seat. And you're going to bring the right leg out lateral and extend the left leg back. Okay, and then arms lateral. This is going to be seated warrior 2 pose. So looking over your right arm and your right middle finger, laser focus. Warrior 2 pose. Calling up your inner warriors to fight your inner battles. And then we're going to revolve it So you're going to relax your left arm on your left leg and extend your right arm by your right ear. And this is Vaparita, revolved warrior. And then over to extended lateral angle. So resting your forearm on your right thigh bone and extending your left arm by your left ear. Sure, you're breathing, mindful, conscious breathing. Your breathing yokes you to the pose. And then come back to center. And then we're going to change sides. So we'll do those 3 poses on the other side. So now your left leg lateral, right leg extended, arms lateral, and focusing over your left middle finger and beyond. Laser focus called Dristi. And then revolve. So you're resting your right arm on your right leg and extending your left arm by your left ear. Shoulders down away from the ears. Lots of breathing, more than you need, more than you're used to. And then over to extended lateral angle. Strong right arm by your right ear, shoulders down. Letting your breathing connect you to the inner dimensions of the pose. And then come back to center. Then you're going to take both legs out lateral, both knees out lateral, and we'll go to churning. So you're going to take your upper body full circle to the right. Churning the ocean of consciousness that we all swim in. And then reverse that so you're churning to the left. And one more. And then return to center, bring your legs parallel, and we'll go to breath. So inhale and exhales are forced. So your inhales are reaching overhead, and your exhales bring your elbows by your sides or slightly behind you. So it's inhale, exhale, 1 per second. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now we're doing the same exact thing, but reaching front. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time. And then bring your hands to your shoulders, and you're going to reach across and ha, H-A, which is the seed sound for life force. So Try and use your sonic power. Ha, 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 ha. Inhale. Ha as you exhale. Ha, 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 ha. Over each way. Ha, ha. Okay, now we're going to speed it up. Hit the elbows back behind you and ha each time. So it's ha, 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 ha. Okay, and then from here we'll do a few calming breaths. So you inhale overhead. And then on your exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And now to the eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold here. And then bring your palms to each cheek. This is womb mudra. Hold here. And while you hold womb mudra, bring the tip of your tongue to the center of your upper palate. This is a chakra, unprincipled chakra. And then from womb mudra, we're going to do Brahmani mudra. So this is closing the gates of the senses. So you bring your index finger to your eyes. Eyes are closed. Your middle finger to each side, and fingers to each side of your nose. You don't actually close your nose because you need it for breathing. And then you bring your ring and pinky fingers, closing the mouth, your sense of taste. And then you bring your thumbs to your ears, closing your ears. So closing the gates of the senses, turning your senses inward, softening your senses inward. So breathing and focusing inward. Spratyahara. And then from Pratyahara, we're going to do thymus thumbs, like a Tarzan and Jane. So using the palms of your hands to tap your chest. Deep breath in. And eye out. One more time, deep breath in. And then the same thing on over your belly with fists. A gentle tap, like gently tapping a drum. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. And then rest your hands on your thighs. And from here, bring yourself to standing. And then walk yourself to the back of your chair. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to turn my chair to the side. And you're going to step away from the chair. Your hands are on the chair. So you have to adjust this to your own structure, physical structure. And you're going to flatten your back. Flatten your back. And then here, we're going to do cat tail, dog tail. So slightly bend your knees, and you're going to dome your back and spine. Step in if you need to a little bit. And then sink your back and spine. Dome your back and spine. At your exhale, and then sink your back and spine. This is your inhale. Dome and exhale. Arc and inhale. Let's do one more. Dome and exhale. Arc and inhale. And then come back to your flat back. Bring all your weight to your left leg. And extend your right leg back. And this is warrior 3 pose. Lots of extension on your right leg. And then bring it back. And then load your right leg, all your weight on your right leg, and extend your left leg. Lots of extension. Bolt of lightning through your leg, left leg. And then bring it back. And then come back to your chair for closing meditation. So sit back comfortably in your chair. Hopefully you have a back support. If not, then your spine is relaxed and alert. Shoulders down. Line up your nose with your navel point. Eyes are resting sweetly and lightly over your eyes. Line up your head with your chest, with your belly. Feel the soles of your feet against the ground. Feel your tailbone and your sits bones against the chair. And tune into the rhythm and sway of your breathing. And tune into the movement of your body as you breathe. And each exhale is relinquishing and surrendering. And let your breathing be saturated with silence and stillness. Silence and stillness of yoga practice. And let this silence and stillness become pervasive. So that silence and stillness are flowing through you here and now, everywhere, here and now. And we'll close with the sound of a bell. Let the sound of the bell flow through you sweetly. Take as much time as you need to end your practice. When you're ready, your eyes can float open, bringing yourself back to the room, space that you occupy. Bringing back with you your connection to your breathing. Bringing back with you your connection to your inner world, so you're balanced your inner world with your outer world. Namaste.
Thank you everyone for joining us for today's guided meditation and yoga practice. And thank you to Janet Weiss for leading us through the practice. You'll be receiving a link to a recording of today's session, as well as a link to a survey where you can let us know what you thought of the practice. With that being said, we hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much for joining us.